So I know you are going to do a little cooking demo for us. What are you going to make?
So I'm going to, yes, I'm going to do a little cooking demo. I'm going to make something that is fun and delicious and easy and a giant crowd pleaser. I'm going to make really quick and easy pork tacos with pickled
Ooh,
onions and lime crema.
okay.
So, all right, can we get started? This is the
Do
fun
it.
part, my favorite
Yeah.
part of cooking. Okay, so I have all of my mise en place here. The first thing that we're gonna do, we're gonna start off to make a quick pickled onion, or what I like to say, a quickle. We're gonna do a quickle. So I have sliced red onions. I have half a cup of water, and I'm gonna match that with half a cup of red wine vinegar. Here, let's just make this easy and quick. All right, there we go. Half a cup of vinegar. All right. A couple shakes of hot sauce. I like a little spice in my
Yeah.
quickle.
Real quick.
And then, so we're going to marry all that together in a container. We are going to do a tablespoon of salt. I know it seems like a lot, but that's part of pickling. And then we're going to do a half a tablespoon or a teaspoon and a half of sugar. That balances out the super salt. So then we're going to throw our onions right in there. Look at all this. So, I mean, you can make these, and I love to keep things like pickled onions. You can pickle anything, but
Mhm.
you can make these and then just keep them in your fridge.
Huh.
So, and just
You just taught me how to pickle. I didn't know it was that easy.
there we go. Look at this. I'm pickling.
Just
All
like
right.
that.
So, step one, done. And then let's think about our tortillas. Normally, I would use corn tortillas and I would use ones that are more taco size,
Mhm.
but at my little local grocery store, guess what? They didn't have them. So we're just going to solve a problem. We're going to take burrito size tortillas, and these are flour. I like corn better for tacos, but I'm going with what I have. And look at this. I'm just going to cut them in half. And there we go. So then we're going to make the tacos that will roll up that way.
Cool.
I'm going to wrap these in aluminum foil and toss them in a warm oven, like about 250 degrees, while I get my taco filling put together.
Cool.
So there we go. So they'll be really nice and soft and fluffy and pliable and delicious. So there we go. We'll see you in a few minutes. All right. So now let's get to the fun part. We'll start cooking.
By the
I
way, I love your
have
mom's kitchen.
you love my mom's kitchen. I love
Yes.
my mom's kitchen too.
It's beautiful.
All right, so we have a little oil. We're gonna start coat our pan like lightly, not crazy pants with oil. That's probably a couple of tablespoons of oil. I have one red onion that I diced and one jalapeno pepper. So we're gonna get that in there. We're gonna start sweating that. We think about, what do you do when you sweat? You get hot, you let off water, and you start to smell. That's what we're doing. We're starting to develop some really nice flavors there. We're going to give a nice big sprinkle of salt. All right, we're going to crank up our heat to really get this going. All right. Yeah, we want to see some sizzle. We want to see some deliciousness. All right. Give that just a second to really get heated up. The next thing that we're going to add is some garlic, but I'm just going to wait for a second for that. All right. So while I'm waiting for my onions to in my pan and all this to heat up, I am going to whip together my lime crema.
Oh,
So I have some sour cream. I have a lime. I'm going to use the juice and the zest of the lime. So the zest of the lime is just the colored part.
I
I'm
have a
going to grate
question.
it. Yeah, what do you got?
If you don't have a zester, how do you do that?
You can, so if you don't have one of these things,
Mhm.
you can use a box grater, like a cheese grater,
Oh.
or if you want to be very careful about things, you can take it and you can slice just off the colored part like that with
Mm-hmm.
your knife, and then you can chop it up feeny, 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 feeny.
Oh, that's easy.
But I would recommend to buy one of these little grater things. You use them for a million different things, and then you don't have to spend your time doing that. But and these things you can find everywhere and they don't cost very much at all. But you can use this for spices, for chocolate, for cheese, you know, for citrus zest. I mean, I use this thing, it's called a microplane. I use this for all kinds of stuff.
Can I just
All
call it
right.
a zester?
Yes, you can. You can. Sure thing.
Thank you.
So we have the zest of a lime, just the colored part. Once you start to get to the white, stop. It's the pith and it's bitter and it doesn't taste that good. All right. So we're going to cut our lime in half and we're just going to juice it right in there. All right. So we have a nice tangy, sour, creamy situation to put on top of our tacos. So I hear my onions doing great things and it's starting to smell delicious in here. I bet you guys wish you were here.
Yes, I do.
So here we go. Yeah.
Oh,
And I can sort of smell the heat coming off the jalapenos too. That's good stuff. So my garlic I'm throwing right in there. Yeah, deliciousness. Oh my gosh. Like onions and garlic sauteing, I say, is like a chef facial. It makes me happy every single time. It doesn't matter if I've just eaten a 12-course dinner. When I smell onions and garlic cooking, it makes me hungry all right over again.
I'm so jealous.
All right, so there we go. Now we're going to add in the stems of my cilantro. I have the leaves that I've chopped up that I'm going to finish with, but the stems of cilantro have tons of flavor, and we're going to get those in there to really be part of our flavor base of what's happening.
Mm.
All right, so cilantro stems. There we go. Now I have 4 boneless pork chops that I cut up into little tiny strips like that.
Okay.
Okay. All right, we're gonna get those in. All right, nice big fat sprinkle of salt.
Mm.
Okay.
Is that
All
just
right.
regular salt or is it sea salt?
Sorry.
Is that regular salt or sea salt?
So this is kosher salt. I always cook with kosher salt because the pieces of salt are themselves actually really big and it's much easier to control your salting.
Good to know.
So there we go. So we can see the pork is cooking really quickly. All right. So get that going. So we're going to let the pork cook just a little bit. Now I'm going to add the zest and juice of 2 limes. All right. There we go. So we have a nice like tangy sourness that's happening along with our pork. Yes. All
And I
right.
can totally do this.
You could totally do this. And it really is. I mean, I'm cooking this in real time.
Yeah.
It is this quick and easy. So my pork is just about cooked through, and I'm going to add some crushed tomatoes.
Mm.
Okay. There we go. And we are just going to cook this until all of the liquid from the tomatoes and the lime and all that really clings to the pork. So it seems like saucy, but not soupy.
Mm.
So look at my pork. You can tell when the pork is cooked, it's turned white. So I'm just going to let that go for just another minute. And then I'm going to taste it. I'm going to adjust the salt if I need to. And then I'm going to assemble my tacos. Look how easy that is.
That is so easy because my tacos are always so boring. I just think I need to be a little more innovative when it comes to adding in different spices and flavors.
So, I mean, this is like if you like cumin, you could add cumin in here. I'm going to add a little bit of chopped cilantro leaves to finish this as well. And then I'm just going to throw these. If you wanted to throw in like some corn kernels, you could do that. If you wanted to use chicken, you could do that, or beef. This works beautifully with both of those. I mean, look at, and this doesn't have to be just a Tuesday taco or Taco Tuesday. This is an everyday, quick and easy taco. and really satisfying. If you're not a taco fan, you can throw this over some rice
Yes.
or some, put some beans in there too. Like this is just a very nice, like little basic jumping off point.
I mean, especially for where we're at now, you could, for leftovers, switch up how you eat it. So, like, day one, eat it as a taco. Day two, put it on some rice.
You could put it inside a quesadilla.
Yeah.
Like you can go, you can delicious. Oh yeah, that's some good stuff. I did a great job on this one. I'm gonna give it one more little sprinkle of salt. The lime is so bright and delicious. That makes me happy. All right, I'm gonna finish with just a little tiny bit of cilantro. Okay, I mean, I'm just about done now. We're finishing. Okay, so here we go. My tortillas out of the oven. I'm just gonna stir up my crema, and I am ready to assemble and eat.
Yay.
All right, lime crema, and here we go.
I'm very excited for this.
Me too.
I'm so excited. Is this your family's dinner today?
This is my family's dinner tonight. So here we go. Look at that. I have a tortilla that I'm going to use. All right. We'll spoon that right in there. Okay.
Yes.
We'll top it with a little bit of the crema and my quickle. Remember those guys? There we go. Awesome. And then we'll sprinkle just a little bit more cilantro right on there. And you know what? I'm going to eat this up right now.
One of the past two, Anne. Go for it. Yes.
Hot.
You did it. Yay.
Delicious. Really freaking hot, but so good.